Now let's start.
Absolutely no idea. Hello, everyone. You know who this is. Yet you have absolutely no idea. Of course.
Wow. Somebody gonna be famous. Real famous.
I sit here writing to you now with my exceptionally long penis buried deeply and warmly into my vagina butt.
Isn't that neat?
Charlie Hunter 77 has joined the game.
Call 911. This place needs to be swatted. It's obnoxious.
You have a bully cabal.
You don't find people being bullied into suicide on 4chan.
I mean, this is ridiculous.
Okay, if he says any more bad words, I'm gonna hang up on him. He doesn't own Kiwi Farm, and he died less than me. A little kid named Moon owns Kiwi Farm.
How do they make this more and more epic every time? We'll defend ourselves.
I'm sorry, I'm a soy-filled bitch who likes videos.
Hey. If we get Donald Trump just to tweet out, I mean, you know, just a tweet that mentions the hashtag Gamergate, it doesn't even necessarily matter how he uses it. Man, the blue check marks are going to shit their fucking pants.
It's 2019. I can't believe anybody believes me on a 7 fucking ball of water.
True. I bet you when Jim finds out, he's gonna just give me so much shit.
One never knows when the homosexual is about.
I've had over 1,000 rejections in real life, 2,000 rejections online, so that's 3,000 rejections total. I aim as well as possible. I aim for obese women, ideally ugly and obese. I would do anything just for a 300-pound ugly white girl.
I said it's not even hot outside. You are not allowed to bring her to the hospital. No, you get no permission to fucking do it.
You gotta be kidding. It's just like this declaration, right, of male dominance.
Put that in your pipe.
I definitely cheated on Super Mario with Sonic the Hedgehog.
Stop doing this stuff.
He's like the blue seductress who takes me out into the night and does wonderful things to me.
Enough! Stop!
How can a Yorkshire Terrier live in the wild? It's in plain sight, but you just don't see it. You know what I mean?
Welcome back, everyone. It's your boy Rick Zilla here, and I'm going to show you something that will probably make you wanna, I don't know. But what I'm going to show, sorry about that, I just spaced out. It's all good. Or is it? Anyway, Sabella Shepherd, a really good, and I wouldn't take this to consideration. Sabella Shepherd is a very good friend of mine, and I mean, well, she is a good friend of mine, and by that extension, I want to thank her for sending me a link to this spectacle that I am showing you on my screen. Unfortunately, it's probably gonna cause a lot of people to make a run for the bathroom. It's really that disturbing. But then again, it's not as disturbing as something of this caliber. Which any of you Christorians, if there are any people who are practically Christorians, will probably know what the term masturbating means. And by the title of this video, by the title of this stream, you'll probably guess what I'm talking about. And I'm probably going to show you something that is even more disgusting than Shanny's OnlyFans page. After this video, I'll show you something that's almost just about as disgusting, if not even worse than Shanny's OnlyFans. Anyway, this was from last year, before the Baja Blast beat. I think this was before the Baja Blast beatdown. This video came out where Shanny took advantage of Wet Brain Revelina here and exploited her disgusting nature for everyone else to see. Her creepy, sexual, predatorial nature, as she, even though she likes to accuse other people, like Dragnot, of sexual abuse, even though she's basically a hypocrite at this point, because thank God for the Fundy archives, because, or any other archives channel that, well, keeps this shit up on the internet for people like us to gawk at. Let's take a look at this. And Druitlover, if you come in the chat, there is something. The comparison I'm going to make is to compare which person is more disgusting to watch, or which do you prefer to watch rather than the other. Because it's obvious that there are several people that are even as disgusting as Shanny, for Christ, or even more disgusting than her. And one of the people that comes to mind is, of course, Chris Chan. Because he's basically done it before her 10 times over. And here's a video that proves it. Even though this is the old video that's unlisted, but it's still viewed for your pleasure. And thank God my content is over 18. Or not suitable for children, because this is not suitable for anyone, even adults. But I digress. Let's continue and start this shit with just the right amount of cringe. Here we go.
No, baby, it's okay. You're beautiful with your puppy.
I'm getting, yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, it does that. And because I just started the stream, so you expect to see some wacky. Anyway, let's continue on, because it's basically gonna be a shit show within a shit show. And forgive me if the audio is... Just to let you know, the audio here is not on my end. The video is very shitty because, again...
I know, you're so pretty. You're so pretty, baby. Alright, let's go.
Is it still lagging on your end, Druitlover? I think it's basically either my shit or... Don't worry, I got you. By the way, this is a really old shirt, by the way. I got it, I think, around like 2017, Christmas of 2017. It's a really old shirt, but we all know Von Helton, Irving Von Helton, ain't the only Punisher around here. See that? Irving Helton ain't the only Punisher around here. And I'm going to punish these two by making a comparison to one person who is about as equally as disgusting. Combined, a person who is basically these two combined into one.
Okay. We're gonna make you look all sexy for Bruce. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Druitlover.
Yes, bitch. Yes, bitch. Oh yeah, bitch. Oh yeah.
I'm gonna ask. Do you think? I think. Does this? Would you consider this taking advantage of a retarded person? I mean, that doesn't sound right, but this almost equates to taking advantage of an autistic child. Even though I don't think Jason is autistic, he might act like an autistic man-child, but I don't think he is that autistic. We don't even know whether if that's confirmed or not. But then again, he's just wet-brained. This is basically taking advantage of someone in a weak position. That's a Machiavelli thing. Or Munchausen's. Either one of the dark triads.
Oh my god, you're gorgeous and sexy as fuck right now. Oh yeah. I mean, look at that.
Is that a glass dildo? Right here? Does this look like a glass dildo or a bong? Because it's... and a condom on it. Is that a condom? And Shanny... And Shanny is going around accusing Drag of sexual harassment when she's got, like, either a glass dildo with a condom on it, or... and... well, displaying sexual advances towards Bruce Shepard, Sabella's husband. And I want to thank Sabella Shepard for sending me a link to this video, because it's obviously on the... oh, so it's on CZP Asylum. I thought it would be on the Fundy Archives. Congratulations to them for also archiving this shit.
I love it, baby. Here. Just look how beautiful you are.
It rubs the lotion on the skin, or it gets the hose again, folks.
I know, and we gotta put some money on you too. Absolutely, do me up. I'm ready. Okay.
Yes. This is Rev when he was wet brain, at wet brain capacity. I mean, this is obviously taking advantage of a mentally handicapped person. Am I right, guys? Albeit this video is a year old, it's still relevant, especially when it comes to the relationship between these two.
We gotta get you all pretty for Bruce, because you know what? We gotta have our threesome with Bruce too.
Ew!
I know, isn't it? Oh my god, we've been waiting. We've been having a secret emotional affair for years with him.
Here we go.
I didn't even know about it either. It was me, Bruce, and Jason the whole entire time.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Sabella, your husband was cheating with us.
Sabella, what are your thoughts on this video? When you saw it? I mean, you were in Black Guy TV's chat when he showed this video. And I know this is basically assault on the eyes, because it's basically assaulting my eyes. And I have glasses on.
Oh my god.
So you can see, so you cannot tell that my eyes are shut right now, because I don't want to look at Shanny's ugly mug.
Oh, bitch.
but I have to.
Oh my god, you're so fucking gorgeous.
Ew! Do not want!
This is what you can have too.
Yeah.
I don't understand why Shanny thinks she's hot shit. She's big as a house. She is ugly as sin. And her living situation looks like something out of an 80s horror film. That's kind of scary, if you think about it.
Ooh.
When are you coming over, baby?
Yeah, when you coming over, Bruce?
And the dynamic relationship between Shanny and Rev is basically equates to a master and a slave. And we all know that Shanny likes to keep slaves in her house, i.e. her husband. And she likes to keep her G-Man on a leash since she pays him all the time. Oh, it's a bong. I wear my sunglasses at night too. Hey, don't worry. You won't have to look at me shutting my eyes, Druitlover. Yeah, she is ugly inside and out. I agree.
Come on, bro.
Oh yeah, we'll suck your dick so fucking hard. Oh, we'll do this.
Oh. Just like that.
Ew, ew, ew. Do not want. Keep in mind, this is an abuse victim right here, folks. She's an abuse victim. And yet she's doing this. And yet she was doing this. Granted, this may be a year old, but it's still relevant. Even with the allegations that Shandy has been waving around against Dragnot about sexual harassment, this is still relevant because it also shows how much of a big hypocrite Shanny is.
I have to stay right.
Ew, 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 do not want, do not want, ew, do not want, do not want. It's like a chihuahua tongue wrestling a potbelly pig. It's like watching a chihuahua tongue wrestle a potbelly pig, folks. That's what you're looking at.
Yeah, I know. Oh, Brewski poo. Oh, you remember that time we pegged you?
She says she has 2 guards with AK-47s.
Amazing, Brewski poo. We're waiting, where you at? And you remember that time you told?
Yeah, what kind of guard would use an AK-47? I mean, I know AK-40. Does she not know what an AR-15 is? Why would she go with the AK-47? Even though it was the very best there is, when you absolutely gotta unalive an MF with no substitutes. Sorry, I can't use the K word, folks. Otherwise, YouTube will cut my funding. It does, well, which I really never had in the first place because I don't really make money off these streams. Because we all know YouTube won't give me ad revenue. Sorry, YouTube. Sorry, they'd be like, sorry, Rixilla, no money for you. I guess I'm destined to die poor. And no, I'm not asking, and I'm not going to ask Shanny and Rev for money because I'd rather die poor than take their money.
Told me my pussy was so much sweeter than Sabella's because her tastes like fish tank. Yeah,
Hypocrisy.
I know.
Hypocrisy. Hypocrisy. Well, technically, yeah, you're right. She is a hippo. You can leave that Jerry Lewis laugh. That's just retarded. I mean, we're not going to call it hypocrisy. We're going to call it hypercritical. We're going to call it hypercritical at this point. We're not going to call it hypocrisy. We're calling it hypercritical. Hypercrisy. 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 Hypercaset.
I know she had to put on deodorant and shit on her vagina because it smelled so bad.
Says the woman who has like a bottle of Vagisil odor blocker. Sorry, that's just my notification in my phone. Sorry. Says the woman who has like a bottle, who is holding a bottle of, who has like a bottle of odor blocker Vagisil powder in the back of her, on her nightstand. Sorry. Remember, folks, she has like a baby, either it's baby powder or odor eaters, or Vagisil odor blocker or something like that. Because
yeah, just a little bit. I don't know.
I know.
Didn't feel like washing that day. I guess. Oh, bitch, that's beautiful.
yeah, I started out trying to find out how to make videos, but I felt like I didn't have the right equipment. But now I just have to make do with what I have until I can afford the good shit. And maybe soon I'll get into the bigger shit. Maybe go into the editing. But then again, I'm too lazy to edit worth a damn. I just don't like to spend like 5.5 hours editing shit. Or 12 hours.
I know. I know. We gotta use Jeffree Star's alien palette on you.
Jeffree Star looks like a... I'm probably gonna get so much heat for this, but Jeffree Star, in my opinion, kind of reminds me of that genderless alien guy from either one of those reality television shit, like from My Strange Addiction or something like that. I think it was from My Strange Addiction. That's who Jeffree Star reminds me of. That genderless alien dude. I think it's because of the eyebrows. He has no eyebrows. But he's had some flack over the years. That's not a transphobic comment, by the way. That's not a transphobic comment. But there was this like episode, like a video from My Strange Addiction of this guy who went through a number of plastic surgeries, spent a lot of money just to look genderless with those weird ass contact lenses. I'm not being transphobic here, folks. I'm all for equality, but I digress.
Oh my god, bitch!
I love Jeffree Star.
You're gonna be beautiful. Close your eyes. You're gonna be gorgeous, baby.
I love Jeffree Star. Oh my god. You can hear how his vocabulary is very slurred. And that's because, again, he was wet-brained. It's like a stroke victim.
Okay. Woo! We'll have one purple eye. Cause you're a bitch like that. Oh yeah. And then we're gonna do one green eye and flying saucer.
Jeffree Star's makeup products are highly expensive. And she's wasting all that money on makeup palettes that she will never use again. She's wasting money on hair care products that she never uses. I mean, do you see a pattern here? She likes wasting money. That's another thing that I can compare Shanny to Chris Chan to, is they're compulsive spenders. They like to waste people's money, especially taxpayers' money. I mean, you know, Chris Chan likes to waste our taxpayers' money and donation money on video games and toys. Shanny likes to waste money on, well, video games and makeup products. That's another comparison I can make. Is that they like to waste money. And you're wondering why they're always begging for money, asking for donations. It's because they want to feed their spending habits. And I like to say, just don't give Shanny and Rev money. They don't need it. They need to get a job. A real job. And not OnlyFans. Then again, I wonder what it'd be like if Chris Chan had an OnlyFans account. He'd probably make a lot of money. You know, fucking his blow-up dolls or his game consoles. As a matter of fact, like I said, I was going to do like a comparison to which degenerate is even more repulsive. But Shanny for Christ or Chris Chan? And I am going to make damn good on that promise. As a matter of fact, here's a video that I, well, opened up that I was going to use as like a reference to who is more repulsive. And by the way, if anyone who doesn't know who Chris Chan is, this is him. Hold on. This is a video that was leaked by in like 2019 or 2018. This was a video that was leaked by the Teen Truth Squad, which were a bunch of teenage transgender trolls. Who bought some of Chris Chan's Rule 34 art. And they leaked this video of Chris Chan humping his pillow while the song All Star is playing. And he was naked. Thank God the nakedness is blurred out, but you can tell that this is basically classic Chris Chan right here.
Working Arabic magic, Chan.
This is an old vid. This was.
Do that real quick. Out of the way.
Yeah, he's peeing on the floor. In case you're wondering what that sound is. He's peeing on the floor.
You do me? I mean, you let me do you first, and then I'll let you do me, okay, hubby?
He's basically peeing on the floor. He's got to get this shit out of his system. Watch. Ow. He's slapping his ass. Thank God it's pixelated. Yeah. But pretend that this is Shanny and Rev's OnlyFans. You can tell that this is basically how it feels. And let's
Oh my God, bitch. Oh my God, bitch.
They need to feed, but Rev needs to feed the Sarlacc pet. You're right. That's what DoorDash is for, right? Because we all know Shanny can't lift her fat ass to make mac and cheese. Fucking nutritional yeast. I mean, what's nutritional yeast for? Who uses that shit? Hell, let alone who sprays nutritional yeast on tater tots?
Beautiful. Oh my God, Bruce Shepard is gonna be sucking your dick for hours, baby. Oh, get closer. Give him those lips and show them how beautiful you are.
All right. Yeah, the Sarlacc pit. That's what we're calling Shanny's. Is that what we're gonna call Shanny's vagina now? The Sarlacc pit? Dude, we all know Rev has a weak stroke game.
You know, Brookie, I can last a long time, you know.
He can, man.
Yeah, Daddy's been sucking me off like a vacuum cleaner for the last year, so.
Yeah, we can see that. I mean, what kind of person does this shit? What kind of person posts disgusting shit on YouTube for the world to see? What kind of person would film this shit? And what kind of person would film themselves fucking their My Little Pony? And what kind of person would film themselves fucking their own My Little Pony pillow while singing All Star off key? And yes, he's naked. And by the way, Druitlover, if you thought Rev's stroke game is bad, you haven't seen Chris Chan's stroke game. It's worse. Or maybe you have, but I'm probably gonna get a lot of flack for showing this because it's basically Rule 34 or NSFW shit. But then again, it's blurred out, so it doesn't matter. And also, if you thought Rev is a terrible singer, you haven't seen Chris. If you thought Shanny was a bad singer, you haven't seen Chris yet. You haven't seen Chris sing. Or maybe you have. Who knows? In case you're wondering, he's having sex with his imaginary husband. Sorry. And he's gonna hump his pillow. Watch. Pretend this is Shanny's OnlyFans account. And pretend the pillow is Rev, because he basically has the IQ of a pillow. Or no, pretend pretend Chris is Rev and the pillow is Shanny's folds. You know, Shanny and Rev combined can, imagine if Shanny and Rev fused into one person. If Shanny and Rev fused into one person, this would be the final product. Pretend that Chris is Rev and that pillow is one of Shanny's folds. That's basically the gist of the OnlyFans shit. And now let's back to this degeneracy.
You
Yeah.
know, I can last a long time, baby, so you're gonna have to get down there pretty soon.
You're as sexy as Nadia.
I'm trying, baby.
Oh my god.
Where's Nadia?
I know. We need Nadia because she was in our threesomes with Brucey Poo.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, Druitlover. I mean, you know, you ever, if Shanny and Rev fused into one person, Chris Chan would be the final product, would be the final fusion. Even though Chris Chan has been around longer before Shanny and Rev, longer than Shanny and Rev. Chris Chan has been around the internet longer than Shanny and Rev combined. Hell, he's been around the internet long before Brett Keane, or even predating Brett Keane. He was the pioneer of all lolcows. He was around long before YouTube.
God, Nadia.
Nadia was there.
Wanna hump titties?
Ew!
Video or something. Nadia was there, definitely. Looked like Alan.
Do not want.
I know, man. You straight up lick that pussy.
I'm gonna, after this, I'm gonna show you something that almost one of the classic Chris Chan videos that is completely creepy. And you'll probably make the comparison there.
I know, baby.
Ew, 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 ew. I'm closing my eyes right now because I don't want to see that disgustingness. I want to keep my appetite. This is what. Now let's continue with the Chris.
All that glitters is gold. Only shooting stars break them all.
If you thought that rev stroke game is bad, guys, folks, if you thought rev stroke game is bad, you haven't seen Chris's stroke game. It's 10 times worse. And that's because, yes, Chris also has a baby carrot dick too. Even though it might be bent, according to some people. Some people say that Chris Chan's penis is bent. And he tried to like get rid of it or like create like a super clit from his genitals. Yes, Chris Chan tried to mutilate his own genitals just so that he could grow a vagina. And also, at this time, Chris was on hormone blockers, I think. And he's masturbating, which is a term that means masturbating. Thank God this shit is blurred out, is pixelated, because YouTube would be would be flagging this shit. But then again, this is context. If you thought Rev singing was terrible, Chris is worse. I could imagine that Rev was singing All Star while trying to hump Shanny's gut, mistaking it for a vagina. And he's trying to do like an expression of slapping someone's ass.
the show on today. Hey now.
Super clit. Sounds like Alvin and the fucking Chipmunk singing All Star. Oh, he is a degenerate. And right now he's just crazy because he makes videos talking about a dimensional merge or whatever it's called. It's the dimensional merge is Chris's fantasy of wanting his fictional world of Quickville to merge with this reality. It's fucking retarded. I mean, I've seen a lot of Christian videos, and they're just about as dumb as Shanny's videos. And I've seen a lot of Shanny videos that are even worse. Anyway, here's something that probably you could compare.
Hello to all my lucky lady fans.
I mean, Druitlover, you saw that video that Shanny made as she was like trying to like get with Mrs. Drag, right? Oh, he is a degenerate. Still is a degenerate. Now he's just insane. I mean, yeah. Jeffree Star does have talent. But he has more talent than Shanny and Rev combined. I agree. Anyway, here's another video that would make you want.
Yes, I just got out of the shower. I feel clean again.
Imagine this is from it says hello lady fans.
Oh, it gets lonely around here in my bedroom.
This was back when he was still
I might want to date some of y'all. We'll get to know each other, you know?
and yeah, he's doing what Shanny does every time she makes a video by pulling like his shirt down to expose the breast area. We all know that Chris has the same cup size as Shanny, drooping, and that means negative double D's. They're like I said, Shanny's breasts are basically like those helium balloons 4 days after the birthday party. They're not up in the air. They're already flat on the floor. You know what I mean? And this is basically Chris's. This was before Shanny, by the way. This was long before Shanny. This was.
Have a pleasant dinner, or just enjoy a conversation over a cup of coffee. See where things go. See how we feel around each other. Yeah, maybe I'll eventually find my sweetheart amongst y'all.
He found his sweetheart in his imaginary friends. Right now, Chris is married to several of his Sonichu OCs and Mewtwo from Pokemon.
See where things go, you know?
Tell me if you think this video reminds you of Shanny promoting her OnlyFans account. Yes. Yeah, I can't wrap my brain around. But then again, Shanny is proclaimed that she's a lesbian at this point. Because she hates all men. And that's another thing Shanny has in common with Chris is they despise all men because all men are bad people. Shanny thinks that all men are rapists, while Chris believes that, well, Chris once believed that all men take all the pretty ladies, leaving him none to choose from. You know what I mean? It's fucking stupid if you think about it. But
Now, I'm open to all kinds of women because you get the whole package in one. The female soul, the body that can go any way you desire.
yeah, this is basically Shanny. Pretend this is Shanny promoting her OnlyFans account back in 2019. This is. That's a
Straight, bisexual, lesbian. I'll take y'all on.
This is Shanny right here. Imagine this is Shanny.
I'm an overlooked treasure that should not be ignored or overlooked any longer. 'Cause I'm an overlooked treasure that should not be ignored or overlooked any longer.
He is an absolute treasure. He is an unobserved. I don't know. What do you say?
I'll take y'all on. Because I'm an overlooked treasure.
He's an overlooked treasure.
That should not be ignored.
That should not be ignored.
Or overlooked any longer.
Or overlooked any longer. Does that remind you of what? Does that sound like something Shanny would say? I'm an absolute treasure or something that should not be ignored.
So, I think we should start getting to know each other, my loyal lady fans. And of course, you know who I'm talking to. Y'all. So just contact me at the email address I provide underneath the...
You know, this would be the promo video for Chris's OnlyFans account if he ever made one.
this video, and we'll set up a lovely date just between the two of us. One weekend, y'all can visit, maybe get a hotel room.
Sorry about that, folks. Keep in mind that Chris lost his virginity to a prostitute. If any Christorians are out there, Chris lost his virginity to a prostitute. And I think this was either after the house fire. Yes, Chris's house caught fire in 2014 because of the junk that's been piling around. Chris's family, his immediate family, which is basically him and his mother, because his dad died in 2011. So it's just Chris's immediate family. But his mother, his elderly mother, was a hoarder. And she was about as fat as Shanny is right now. Chris's mother's not fat anymore. I think it's because of old age and the fact that she might have had a stroke or something. So she's basically like a skeletal shell of her former self. Chris's mother is a skeletal shell of her former self and is basically on the verge of death. This is basically what Shanny. This sounds like Shanny when she was trying to like flirt with Mrs. Drag. This is what it reminds me of. All right, because we all know. Yeah, right there, right here, folks. This is basically what Shanny does in almost all of his videos, is like wear like a low cut top where the cleavage area is supposed to be, and it's just disgusting. No one wants to see your sagged tits, and no one wants to see your tits either. I mean, Still. Anyway, that was something. All right, see you around, Druitlover. I'll wait till you read this. All right, good night, Druitlover. I'll talk to you tomorrow or Saturday. Anyway. Sorry, I'm just looking at this shit.
My wig, man.
I'm sorry, we're getting all freaky before Brucey comes over.
I know.
I know.
We gotta get the stuff.
I know.
There's so much stuff.
Yeah. You probably might not see it, but anyone in the chat, anyone who's coming in the chat would probably get this. It's fucked. I mean, in technical terms, I would consider this fucked.
I know, man. I know. Oh my god, do you know how many boxes Stabby's gonna stab now, knowing the secret that we've been fucking Bruce the whole entire time? I don't know, baby. What are we gonna do? She's gonna stab and murder boxes. It's okay, I know. I love you.
Do not want, do not want, do not want.
Why you want me to strangle you or something?
Oh, strangle me, bitch. Strangle
Ew,
me.
ew, ew, ew. Do not want, do not want, do not want. Yes, I'm saying do not want all the time. I've been saying that in Black Guy TV's chat. Do not want.
Oh my god. Oh, it's so hot. Anyway. Oh my god, Bruce is knocking at the door.
No.
Oh, it's our time. We gotta go, guys. I'm sorry. We gotta have big sexy time with Nadia and Bros.
What makes you think he'll come?
Anything else you gotta say, baby?
There all the people out there ain't got nothing. Ain't got nothing on that Rev group, you know.
Oh my god, Rev's got such a big cock.
He does, man.
No, he doesn't. Rev does not have a big dick. It is small. It is emaciated. It does not compare to the might of the Pingus. Yes. It does not compare to the might of Dr. Eggman's Pingus. Because Eggman's Pingus has no pillows, no quills, 2 balls and a bong. Any Sonic fans out there will get that reference. Anyone who watches game dubs or Snapcube, any Snapcube fans will get that reference. No pillows, no quills, 2 balls and a bong. That's basically what Eggman's Pingus is. And he uses it to piss on the moon. How do you like that? You idiots! Ew! Do not want. Do not want. Ew. Do not want. Baby carrot. Baby carrot. Do not want. Do not want. I do not want. I do not want. Ew, 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 ew. Sorry. These people ain't right. Take care, Druitlover. See you some other time. Maybe I'll see you on the salt mine this weekend.
Oh.
That'll probably be out, I don't know, a week or
We're too high.
Oh, so they're too high.
He's okay.
I don't know where we left the car.
Yeah, they're both fucked up
Maybe
beyond.
because, you know, I don't know, man.
Ew. That is.
Anyway. Later, bitches.
We play the game always because we need to be better.
Yeah. Okay, that does it about that video. Now, that is just creepy as hell. But it doesn't equate to something that, to the butthurtness that you're gonna see later on down the road. Sorry, I'm just looking through, like, I don't like to type Shanny's YouTube page, so I'm just gonna look through some of the channels. Or at least nope. Do not want this shit. The gym knows who I am. Not really. Yeah, I remember that shit. I saw that. I was watching that video, and it was weird. But it's not as dangerous and creepy as Shanny's shit. This is the comment I made. And I am going to go on her channel at this minute to see what the fuck she is saying. Alright, she is going after Sabella at this point. Alright. This is her resentment towards the man, because Alright. Anyone else coming in the chat? Corgi? Oh, sorry about that. You do you, Corgi. You do you, boo. A yuck bang. As long as we don't get to see it, we're good. What do you have? What's the, what do you eat? I'm just kidding. Anyway, let's continue on with this shit.
Please, I want you to be aware of these men that are supporting sexual harassment and sexual degradation.
Sexual harassment. She can't go back to school, Shanny, and pronounce your shit. You can still get your GED.
Of people. I just want you to know there's a massive amount of people supporting this in the YouTube community, and I want you to be aware who all these people are and stay safe away from them.
Kind of like the people who are, yes, and a lot of people are saying that there's a pedophile ring on YouTube, which I've heard about. Yeah, I'm looking for the new Switch title. I'm looking for the, yeah, it happens all the time on YouTube. Yeah, whenever I'm looking at the latest Switch title, instead of watching the new trailer for the new Mario game, it's a woman getting fisted in the anus. It happens all the time. But I'm not. The reason why I had to do this stream is not because I compared Shanny to Chris Chan, but to point out the flawed logic and hypocrisy, I'm sorry, not hypocrisy, hypercristy that she spews because she's a hypercritical. She's hypercritical.
Don't try to befriend these people. Don't be around them because you're gonna be in harm's way. Because obviously there's a huge amount of men that support sexual harassment and sexual degradation of a woman, and they'll call it critique.
Critique my ass. Yes, I'm looking for like the new hot Nintendo Switch titles, but instead of finding the latest trailer for the next Super Smash Brothers, it's a woman getting anally raped by a black man spiky dildo thingy. Yeah, it happens all the time on YouTube.
This is the world we live in now, ladies.
Oh, since when is Shanny a feminazi? I'm asking you guys. Since when did Shanny become a feminazi? All men are rapists. Not all men are rapists. Not all men are thieves, and not all men are killers. Just the ones in power, including an orange fellow.
It's a very...
And the reason why I chose to look at this video is because the video I saw earlier basically contradicts Shanny's message, her recent outbursts.
Dangerous world for us, and we gotta defend ourselves.
You do that, Shanny. You do that shit.
Because no one else will defend us.
No one wants to defend you because they know you're a disgusting creature. You're not even a human being.
Because it's obvious that men support sexual harassment.
All men are rapists, according to Shanny.
They support the degradation of women.
All men rape women, according to Shanny.
And, yeah. That's why I never want to have anything to do with another male.
Yeah, she's calling them males now. Because there are different species than females.
Ew.
Then again, I wouldn't consider Jason a male because he's basically a female soul trapped in a man's body, if I'm not mistaken.
Just ew.
Shanny, why don't you just force Jason to get a sex change? I mean, Jason should not have a baby carrot dick. As a matter of fact, he should just go to like the surgeon to have that baby carrot chopped off, and that way, and you force him on hormone blockers and estrogen. That way, he can blossom into the woman you want, the lesbian you want. Because he's basically a... Anyway. Alright, let's see what the... All this happened a few days ago. You. I'm gonna like take a quick break. I'll be right back. It's gonna be crazy as shit at this point.
Hello, everyone.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, I gotta like switch the platform. Anyway, let's start.
Hello, everyone. You know who this is. Yet you have absolutely no idea. Of course.
Wow. Somebody gonna be famous. Real famous.
I sit here writing to you now with my exceptionally long penis buried deeply and warmly into my vagina butt.
Isn't that neat?
Truly Hunter 77 has joined the game.
Call 911. This place needs to be swatted. It's obnoxious.
You have a bully cabal.
You don't find people being bullied into suicide on 4chan.
I mean, this is ridiculous.
Okay, if he says any more bad words, I'm gonna hang up on him. He doesn't own Key Farm, and he dies less than me. A little kid named Moon owns Kiwi Farm.
How do they make this more and more epic every time? We'll defend ourselves.
I'm sorry, I'm a soy-filled bitch with like videos.
If we get Donald Trump just to tweet out, I mean, just a tweet that mentions the hashtag Gamergate, it doesn't even necessarily matter how we use it. Man, the blue check marks are going to shit their fucking pants.
It's 2019. I can't believe anybody believes me on a silly fucking ball of water.
True. I bet you when Jim finds out, he's gonna just give me so much shit.
One never knows when the homosexual is about.
I've had over 1,000 rejections in real life, 2,000 rejections online, so that's 3,000 rejections total. I aim as low as possible. I aim for obese women, ideally ugly and obese. I would do anything just for a 300-pound ugly white girl.
I said it's not even hot outside.
You are not allowed to bring her to the hospital. No, you get no permission to fucking do it.
God, you're kidding. It's just like this declaration, right, of male dominance.
Put that in your pipe.
I definitely cheated on Super Mario with Sonic the Hedgehog.
Stop doing this stuff.
He's like the blue seductress who takes me out into the night and does wonderful things to me.
Stop!
How can a Yorkshire Terrier live in the wild? It's in plain sight, but you just don't see it. You know what I mean?
Okay, I'm back. Anyway, let's continue on this shit show of a nightmare. Okay, this video is going to be directed towards Irate Alex. Again. I mean, what more are you going to get out of this, Shanny? I mean, Irate Alex destroyed you countless of times. Especially with the rap that he made last year. Or this year. Was it this year?
Now, Irate Alex is sexually harassing me. Like...
Oh no! Not you too! Not Alex again!
Okay, so he's showing Drag's video of sexually harassing me. And what he does
What?
is he puts this like sexy like porn music over the video.
What? What? Oh my god! Really? You're gonna accuse irate Alex of sexually harassing you? Really, bitch? Sorry. Haven't you learned your lesson, Shanny? You fucking Hambeast?
Hence intensifying that.
Oh shit.
Like, does anyone
Today, Junior.
care that those fucking tapes are my fucking property?
Shanny. Shanny. It doesn't work that way. You obviously don't know what copyright law is. Because if there's a thing that goes like this. Whatever you post on the internet has every right to stay up there. You need to think before you upload shit on your YouTube or whatever social media you have, because it's obvious you put very little thought in your content.
And they stole them from me? I know. Does that just say anything to you that they were not welcome to have my fucking property?
Shanny, those videos have every right to stay up on the internet. If it's on the internet, it's everyone's property, you dumb bitch.
And they took it and they're stealing it and they're showing stolen fucking property?
It's not stolen if it's on the internet. You obviously don't even know a goddamn thing about fair use. Honestly, it's like talking to a wall here. While wall rests.
Does it affect you any? Just skip it's me.
They don't steal shit from OnlyFans. They never did.
Just skip it's me. You're literally seeing 3 men sexually harass and degrade a woman and another man and their sexuality.
Do I really have to spell this out? They were making jokes on G-Man's behalf because he made a freaking Freudian slip. A Freudian slip. That bukkake joke was created from a fucking Freudian slip when G-Man guest starred on the Geek Room Salt Mine a few months ago. Here, let me show that video. I gotta go on the Geek Room's YouTube page, by the way. So, bear with me, folks. Excuse me. There. For those who want to know why Shanny and Rev are so mad at me, I'll post this message sent to me from them on OnlyFans. Let's just say I didn't respond favorably. The offer is in the video. It rhymes with knuckled. See? This says, show me that big fat black rooster. That was a... Anyway, let's look at one of the classic clips from the Geek Room. No, not that one. It's the one where Gary was on. I think it's the one where he's like, I like peanut butter and jelly sandwiches in that shit. Oh, that was 10 months ago. Trevor, rest in peace, homeboy. You will always be a good friend. In our hearts and in our souls. Shanny, on the other hand, is evil, demonic, and needs to be exorcised from this world so that we can activate our stands and go star platinum on her. Oh shit. What happened to that video that was it on I think it's on the TGR clips. TGR bites. I think it's on this one. Nope. I'm looking for the one that says... Oh, this is the one! This is the one! By the way, I want to give a shout out to the Geek Room for saving this clip because it's funny as hell because it's And by the way, guys, you need to bring that, dude. You really need to bring that soundbite back for your super chat, guys, because it's funny as hell. If Shanny and G-Man are gonna accuse you guys of sexual harassment, then you might as well bring it back the this clip right here.
Vaughn, I talked to him for about an hour and a half. He's completely insane and a complete idiot.
Mm-hmm.
And then I talked to Nephilim Free, and he's a giant pussy, so we left him 15 minutes because he's stupid. But now this is the first time I've ever interacted with you. I don't know a lot about you, so let me ask a few questions about you so I can get to know the true G-Man. No. I literally want to know the true G-Man. Calm down. Get jingly keys again. Jingly keys. Sure. Look, jingly keys. I don't actually have them, but I don't think you'll notice. My question is, have you ever been married? I love peanut butter and jelly. No, have you ever been married? I love peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. No, and man, we know that's not your favorite sandwich. I love peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. And cookies and cream.
Did you guys catch that?
Ever been married? I love peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. No, and man, we know that's not your favorite sandwich. Your favorite sandwich. I love peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. And cookies and cream. And bukkake. Yeah,
He said, yeah, actually, bukkake. He actually said bukkake, guys. So, it's basically G-Man's fault that he actually is being questioned about his sexuality. It's actually, and he even said that in several of his streams. So, Shanny, don't go around saying that we're sexually harassing G-Man because we think he's gay. He's giving us this information that no one asked for. Because this, the bukkake thing is basically a Freudian slip.
No, he doesn't. It is jizz, motherfucker. It is all jizz.
I am never gonna get over that. That part will always crack me up, by the way. That whole bukkake thing was always gonna be the best thing that ever came out of that. Because G-Man actually said he liked bukkake. Despite the fact that he didn't know what it was at the time, he said he liked it. We just had to say that and also, he also says he has to pray the gay thoughts away. Those are his words, not ours.
You're literally degrading that.
Are we degrading you, Shanny? What do we have to degrade about you?
And here's the thing. Those tapes are me and my husband making love. So you're not going to see the regular porno smash, pump thing.
I just showed a video of Chris Chan fucking his pillow. And I equated that. I compared it to... I alluded the fact that it's basically akin to your OnlyFans account. Because we all know that we all know that Rev's stroke game is weak. But you two are extreme and utter degenerates. We're not making fun of you because you're a woman, Shanny. God, we're making fun of you because you're a fucking degenerate. You and Rev are degenerates. And not to mention, you're self-absorbed. Hell, you didn't... Like I said, again, I'm going to emphasize that word again. You, Shanny, are self-absorbed. Hell, you wouldn't even visit your fucking son when he was in the crisis center, at the crisis center, to being evaluated. All you did was just sit at home and play Animal Crossing for 10 hours straight.
Thing. You're gonna see tenderness, gentleness in those videos.
Tenderness and gentleness? Shanny, no one wants to see your OnlyFans account. No one wants to see your OnlyFans in general. Even if you describe it in a more pleasable fashion, no one wants to see it because it's basically a train wreck.
And they make it seem like it's a bad thing to be gentle with your wife.
It doesn't matter if it's bad or good. It's just the fact that you're supposed to be a Christian woman, and yet you made an OnlyFans account. Again, don't make me have to get out the 7 deadly sins, Shanny. Don't make me do it. Don't make me pull out the 7 deadly sins. Because I will do it. I will bust out the 7 deadly sins. Assuming if I can find them. You know what? Never mind.
To make love to your wife.
Again, no one wants to see that. No one asked for that. No one asked for you to make videos of your love making. Are you still doing the mukbang, Doubtful Corgi? It just got silent right there. And by the way, Corgi, it's not just all women. She bashes every human, man, woman, and child on the internet. It's not just the women, but the men and the children. To them, they're like animals, and she wants to slaughter them like animals because she hates them all. If that's bad, you are wrong. And you should feel bad for it, making those videos, Shanny.
And now Ira Alex is sexually degrading me and his whole...
No, he's not! No one is sexually degrading you, you fat Hambeast. No one ever wants to degrade you because they know that you are a degenerate. They know you're insane. And they know you are vile and disgusting. Inside and out. And you're going on playing the victim and acting like it's everyone's fault that you fucked your life up?
Whole audience is sexually degrading me. So all of you guys are responsible for sexual harassment. You try to make people seem like they're really
Fuck
bad
you,
people,
Shanny.
and you're all responsible for sexual harassment.
Fuck
and
you.
You're all fucking degrading
And fuck
me.
your
And
blow
my
up
body,
doll.
and my person.
No one is sexually degrading you, body or person. They know they don't want to see you in that light because they know you are disgusting. Body and soul, you are a disgusting human being.
You want to say you're good? You want to say you're moral? You want to try to vilify me? Look at your fucking selves.
Look at yourself, you malignant tumor.
You guys are disgusting.
No, Shanny. You're the one who's disgusting. Again, you put that shit out there for everyone else to see. So, it's your own damn fault for every stupid, evil, and illegal activity. And good God, that hairstyle is not doing you favors. You are balding.
You're fucking...
Pedophiles? Are you gonna call... Oh my God, Shanny, are you gonna call us pedophiles now? And I thought that this is basically another way of you degrading people. Or not degrading people. Defamation of character, that's what I was gonna say. Oh, okay. Sorry about that. I was, wonder where... Yeah, she bashes everyone. Of course she does. It's everyone's fault but hers. And again, I have to agree with her mom. She's doing this with everyone. And here's something interesting. I got this notification yesterday after I made my video response from either Druitlover It says here, hey Rick, you think that being a victim of rape, she wouldn't go around and just accuse people of sexual harassment? I don't believe a word that she says. Run, Rev, run. And Sabella said, it's not just drag today. She's on the warpath coming after me. And this was yesterday. She meant that. She was coming after me, my job, my school, and my church as well. She and Gary want both of us gone. They also want Spackle and Burnt Toast gone. And I replied with this. I have also known that. But I've also known this.
Hey, Sabella, instead of showing a video or a comment that already looks like it's been photoshopped, how about you actually show a video for the actual comment and see that it actually links to my channel? That would be a little better proof that that was actually me making comment. But you can't do that because you're a dishonest cunt, and you can only fool the simple-minded.
Sabella. Sabella.
Hey,
Sabella, if you're in the comments, now tell me, was that comment photoshopped? I don't think anyone would have the utter gall of photoshopping a YouTube comment. Right? And I thought, oh dear Lord. You know what? I'm going to go on a tangent and go with this shit because I am going to make my preparations known because you know my rage will be immeasurable to the point where we are going to see the full validity of true and utter rage. If you thought Shanny's rage was immeasurable, mine's is incomparable to hers. By the way, Shanny, don't make me angry. Shanny, you wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
What's up, guys?
Fuck you.
Shanny for Christ here.
Fuck you, bitch.
And I am queen of putting different perspectives in other people's heads and giving out different perspectives.
Yeah, you are the queen of putting perspectives into people's heads. You're also the CPU goddess of nutritional yeast and the brown heart.
It really pisses people off.
Yes, we know! You piss people off on a daily basis. So fuck you, fuck your brain-dead husband, and fuck your black slave Gary. You can all go and eat a dick for all I care. Okay, maybe that was a little too soon, but I digress.
When I give other perspectives and think out of the box.
Shut up, go to hell, and die. Not really. In Minecraft, by the way. Go die in Minecraft, by the way.
Why people get so pissed off for me.
It's because we know that you're a liar. We know that you lie 24/7.
You know, thinking out of the box and give.
If I'm thinking out of the box too, I'm going against my morals. I mean, I didn't really mean to tell you to die. I said die in Minecraft. I said go die in Minecraft. And I mean, go respawn or somewhere. Because in Minecraft you respawn. I'm basically repeating what Billy says all the time. whenever he says like something like "go die in Minecraft" or something like that. In Minecraft, by the way. In case nobody got that message. So Shanny wants us gone. Nah, we aren't going anywhere. That's right, bitch. We're not going anywhere. We're here to stay. You, on the other hand, should go away from the internet. Leave YouTube permanently. Get off the internet. Unplug your computer. Turn off your phone. Deactivate. Turn off your phone and spend some time with your boys. And also lose some goddamn weight. We're concerned about your health because you're massively overweight. You're morbidly obese. And we want you to get fucking liposuction. But then again, I highly doubt that liposuction will get rid of all the fat. Maybe it'll get rid of the excess fat that you've gained. But maybe not all the fat. You're going to need 2 liposuctions. All the liposuction devices to get rid of all that belt of fat. You know, it'll probably be like that episode of Family Guy where Lois gained all that weight and then she had a heart attack and they had to, like, get rid of all the fat from Lois. And then Chris is like, where'd you keep all that fat? We've stored, and the doctor's like, well, we stored it in this closet. And then Peter is like, about to make love to the fat. And he's like, it's exactly what you think it is. That's basically going to be Rev. When they get rid of all that blubber from you. Rev is going to go and try to hump it. With his limp dick baby carrot extended vagina.
Perspectives at life.
Fuck you.
But here's a little perspective.
Suck my ass.
Probably didn't figure out because you're too busy working out and starving your stupid asses.
No. We're taking care of ourselves. Unlike you. Well, we don't. I don't.
Did it ever occur to you that your doctors and nurses, that, by the way, all our medical, advice comes from the Rothschilds?
Rothschilds? Are you fucking kidding me, you dumb bitch?
Which are the overlords of the world.
Oh my god, shut your trap.
And they want you dead.
No, you want us dead, Shanny. You want
and
us...
And the Rockefellers. Thank you. The Rockefellers.
Oh my god. Shut up, Rev. Go...
Rockefeller medicine, that's right.
Go make your unclicked.
Has it ever occurred to you that they don't want you thin because of your health? They want you thin because they want you dumb and stupid.
You're the one to talk, Shanny. You're basically stupid. You're fat and stupid.
Why do you think their little Hollywood slaves are all skinny?
Oh, fuck you. Don't try and, criticize Hollywood and shit because you can't get up You can't get up for 1 second until you get dizzy. You're just... Look at you. You're morbidly obese. And if I'm not mistaken, that's a serious health issue. You fat, malignant tumor. You fucking Hambeast.
Because they're stupid.
You're stupid.
Because when you starve yourself...
Not everyone is gonna look like a fucking mannequin. I've seen people who are toned. Like statuesque. Not everyone's gonna look like a fucking toothpick, you fat fuck.
When You constantly exercise every limited amount of fat out of your body.
Maybe you should go around and jog a few laps. Maybe take a few laps. Maybe you should try it someday, Shanny. Oh, wait, no. You don't want to get fat. You just want to... You don't want to lose weight. You just want to get fatter and fatter and fatter until you... Well... engage in self-deletion. To the point of self-deletion. So that you can be reincarnated in your heavenly body. Get real, you dumb, ugly, crap-faced dildo.
What you are doing is you're depleting your brain of fatty tissue as well.
Maybe you have too much fatty tissue in your brain. Not enough is getting... You have too much fat in your brain, and that makes you even dumber. Not enough cardiovascular, because you're too fat that all the blood is not getting to your head because the fat is clogging your brain. You're one step closer to having a stroke.
You literally are becoming more stupider the thinner you get because you're depleting your body of fat.
Fat doesn't go in the brain, right? Yeah. Yeah, she wants... Yeah, they're having a shortage. Yeah, Dr. Pepper's having a shortage. Poor Shanny's got to drink tap water. Yeah. Oh my god. I remember that shit. Yeah, like the peasants. But she's a CPU goddess. Doubtful Corgi. She'll create Dr. Pepper out of her fat. Oh my god. This creature is something else. And the fact that she thinks she's hot shit is detrimental to the fact that, yeah, she is not. She is basically ugly inside and out. And maybe getting rid of all that fat from your brain is a good thing, because the fat is basically clogging whatever brain cells, whatever half a brain cell she has left in her head.
That is needed for your brain to work properly.
I mean, she thinks she's hot shit. Don't get me wrong, I like a woman with curves, but that's just about it. I like a woman with curves. I like a woman with definition, and by definition I mean muscle and tone. Don't get me wrong. I like a woman with muscle. I like a woman with curves. And I like a woman that's just about right. But Shanny is not a woman. She's a Hambeast. She's not even a human. She's basically like a cross between Jabba the Hutt and the Blob.
Are you aware that 60% of your brain is actually fat?
Oh my gosh, shut up, Rev. Don't agree with her. Get the fuck out of there. Run while you still can. She is taking advantage of you, Jason. Get the fuck out of there. Now. You're only agreeing with her because she's forcing you to. Because you're fucking wet brain troglodyte. Go hook up with a retarded man in San Francisco, California. Because he has a fetish for transgender folk.
Your brain is the fattiest fucking organ in your entire body.
and your body is not the fattiest organ in the world. Maybe too much fat in your brain is making you dumber than the skinny folk.
But yet you make fat the enemy of you when fat.
Well, fat is basically the enemy of cardiovascular health. Too much fat can kill you. But then again, you really don't want to exercise because
That is actually
because you're too fucking lazy.
And you're too much education system to actually believe what I have to fucking say and open. Because you're skinny, because you're too stupid to figure out situations.
We all know Shanny's a liar. She has no knowledge on life. And that's because she never finished high school. Being her size can shorten your lifespan, Shanny. The more you get fat, the quicker she is going to have health problems. Exactly! But that's not what she wants you to believe. She thinks that all doctors are being controlled by the alien overlords of Kitasuna or something stupid. Because they want us to be slaves or something stupid. Because she's a CPU goddess or some retarded shit. Because she is mentally and physically retarded. I know that's not true, but I'm going to say it. But that's my opinion. She is physically and mentally retarded. I know that's harsh of her to say, of me to say, but... And Rev is basically mentally retarded too, if you think about it. I know that's not a proper diagnosis, but I'm calling it. I don't care what professionals say. She can't even think of a...
And you're too much of a fucking drone to actually believe what I have to fucking say and open your head.
No, we're smarter than you because we have a high school degree. Some of us went to finish school. A majority of us, maybe some of us in the chat, went to school. And your fat ass didn't. Hell, you dropped out of high school because you were being a complete and utter fool. You decide to make yourself look even worse than you already are. Why can't you just accept the fact that you are a shitty human being and you need to get help?
Because you were taught in the public education system where what they say is God saying.
Honestly, I have no comment for this. We all know Shanny never finished high school. And this isn't God saying it, because... Godzilla is the king of the monsters.
And you have to believe everything they say like a brainwashed child instead of opening your mind and actually looking at different perspectives and actually questioning authority.
We do look at different perspectives. We do question authority at times. You are too stupid to realize that you are the sorriest excuse for a human being. And I'm not going to degrade myself to your vocabulary. I am using the G's in their proper context. Why don't you go back to school and get your GED and grow up, you adult child? Honestly, I cannot grasp the fact that this bitch thinks she's better than everyone else.
I do really want to, make you aware that your brain is 60% fat.
Is our brain 60% fat, Corgi? Answer me that. Do you think our brain is 60% fat? Exactly. Some people who dropped out of high school are smarter than Shanny. Exactly. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not hating on all high school dropouts. I mean, some are more intelligent. I mean, Einstein dropped out, but he's smart as hell. But there's no God in public school, Shanny. Shanny thinks all public school is Catholic school. Exactly. I mean, no, not Catholic school, Christian schools. Look. Do you think, hey, by the way, Corgi, do you think that our brains are 60% fat? Because honestly, I can't understand why she's deciding to go on this tangent. Maybe she's just doing it just for attention. She's trying to force people to pay attention to her.
And you shouldn't starve it from fat just so you can look like you're, I guess, perceived to be healthy.
You're not healthy yourself, Shanny. You claim to have fibromyalgia. You claim to have MS. Hell, you claim to have borderline personality disorder with no linear memory. And that is coming from, and that, like I said in a previous stream, I mentioned that obesity leads to health problems, including the mental health problems, such as mental illness and possible schizophrenia.
And here's the thing.
But then, you're probably a schizophrenic, Shanny. No, your brain is 70% water. She does not know about human biology. I may be wrong. No, humans are 70% water. But I guess, I don't know about human biology either. I've never been in a biology class, even though I took high school science. But then again, I forget most of the shit in high school. So I wouldn't know either. It's not 60% fat, Shanny. It's 70% water. But you don't even know what water is, since all you consume is Dr. Pepper and Rev's semen.
If you're thin,
you're more active. If you're fat, you're gonna have health problems. And don't get me wrong, I might not be in the best shape of my life, but compared to Shanny, I'm about as skinny as a stick.
if you're thin and you're skinny, you have as much as a chance of having a fucking heart attack and dying than a fat lardo.
No, Shanny. If you're fat and unhealthy, if you're skinny, if you're thin, then you have a chance of a longer lifespan than what you are as a colossal fat ass like yourself. I know.
You do.
60% roll. Yes, exactly. 60% water. Yeah, 60% water. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. The brain is 60% water, Shanny, not fat. Maybe you should go back to high school and read up on biology. Or better yet, maybe you should get like a brain transplant and switch it with Chris Chan's. And maybe you
There
could
are
draw
plenty
Sonichu.
of people who are completely athletic.
Well, that they're healthy.
Muscle after muscle, and
Not all muscle. It's not all of them are muscle. Are brain dead, muscle bound dickheads. Most of them are athletic, and there are some athletic smart people. Right, Corgi? So it was 60% fat. Okay, yeah, but dropping all that fat doesn't affect your brainstem, right? Oh, so it was 60. Okay, maybe she did get that right, but okay, maybe she did get that 60% of fat correct, right? But it doesn't make you stupid if you lose weight, right?
muscle.
But I wouldn't take Shanny's word for anything, because we all know she's a liar, and she has no knowledge on life. Shanny has a limited worldview. As a matter of fact, after this video, I'm gonna read a quickie article that describes Chris in reality.
And they tend to take a run and they die of a heart attack.
Is that true, Corgi? Well, it depends on how they're over-accessing themselves. That's because they over-access themselves. Not all of them die of cardiac arrest because they're thin. Maybe they've been taking too many steroids or injecting. I don't know. But I know that Shanny's a liar.
Because the no fat in their system push.
Well, the fat can be transferred to something more useful rather than making you look like a colossal blob. They use that fat for burning and implementing energy, but you don't even know a damn thing about that, since you lay up in your bed all day 24/7.
Stress upon their body.
And obesity can lead to mental illness, like schizophrenia and depression.
Their brain doesn't function very well.
Your brain doesn't function well because all that fat is clogging your whatever brain cells you have left, because you're doped up on CBD and other drugs that you've been taking while living with Jason. You know what? I'm just gonna skip this video because it's fucking retarded. Honestly, I can't understand why Shanny doesn't accept the fact that she is completely fucked. So I'm just gonna read a quickie article. You know, just to like pass the time. It's just the body that loses the unwanted fat. Exactly. All right, this is the article of the week. It's called Chris and Science. Science is the blinding. Science is the systematic study. It's blinding the systematic study of the natural world through observation and experimentation. Science can be divided into pure science, which studies natural phenomena, and applied science, which finds practical uses for said phenomena. Chris has an on-off history with science. Though it is mostly off, his view on science is utterly warped. Kind of like Shanny's. Shanny's view on science is utterly warped as well, right? He has lost touch with the times, same with Shanny, and thinks science is much more ahead in certain fields than it actually is. Probably due to him getting all his information through fictional media, mostly like My Little Pony. He also mixed up real science, pseudoscience, and other things he had learned from media and enablers to create a very distorted view of nature. His ego also causes him to reject scientific findings, such as when he rejected the fact that Asperger's syndrome and high-functioning autism are one and the same. Same here. But either way, I decided not to finish the video because it's fucking stupid. I can't hear any more Shanny, so I'm just gonna read some. So I'm gonna do some light reading for the remainder of the stream. Chris on science. Chris comes from a scientific background. Bob was a scientific man. He worked as a GE engineer for a large part of his life. He wanted Chris to be into science too, so he had set up a small workshop where he and Chris would tinker around. Chris's paternal half-siblings both held at STEM doctorates, and Chris himself has an applied science associate's degree in CAD. Alas, none of this got Chris deeply interested in science. Chris has stated his opinions on science in his OkCupid questionnaire. He said all types of science are interesting to him, though he finds conversations about science to be boring and annoying. He claims to put equal weight in science and faith and enjoys finding out how things work. Hey, Drag, if you come in the chat, or if you at least watch this video or watch this stream, you might not have to. You don't have to come in the chat if you want, but if this stream goes up after I finish, you might want to answer me some questions in the comments. Maybe not in the chat, but in the comments about science, because this is just similar in a way. Chris has stated, he said, sorry. All these, however, should be taken with a grain of salt, since he was ready to do anything, including lying, to attain China. By the way, China is Chris's euphemism for vagina. His actual views on pure science are probably low or non-existent, since he slept through high school. Shanny never finished high school to begin with either. So, her view on science is poor. Shanny's view on science is non-existent. She likes to lie a lot just to get people to pay attention to her. He may have a positive opinion on computer science due to him being hooked on computers since a very long age. Unsurprisingly, Chris is not interested in engineering. All his engineering marvels are shitty duct tape and Lego creations that a child could also make. Yeah. Some of my shit can be shitty at times, but at least I'm putting some effort in it. Pure science. There are multiple things that are horribly wrong in the Sonic Shoe comics, including, but not limited to, the laws of physics. Documenting all of these would be impossible since each page of the comic has some law being broken. All kinds of wacky things happen in the comics, such as light behaving to the wishes of the great director Chandler. Velocity and acceleration are random number generators. Friction becomes fiction. Hypothetical concepts such as parallel dimensions and portals are everyday occurrences. Normally, these could be written off as science fiction, but Chris thinks all of this really happened. and can be considered as a critique of his scientific knowledge. In real life, Chris since has no real powers. He all has to play by the rules of physics, but he maintains an unbending belief in unproven concepts. Most of these beliefs can be traced back to the fictional media he likes, such as Who Framed Roger Rabbit and Futurama for the multiple dimensions, and Rick and Morty to prove that there are other people who can transverse dimensions. I don't know if Shanny or Rev likes Rick and Morty, but you have to have an IQ to understand the jokes in that show, right? I kid you not. And let's not forget the fact that Rick Sanchez turned himself into a pickle. That's the funniest shit I've ever seen. Sorry about that. Corgi? Corgi, I kid you not. Rick Sanchez. Exactly. She thinks she's better than everyone else because she's a god. Because she's God, right? Shanny likes to think she's God. Or she thinks she's a child of God or the Queen of Heaven because she's marked by God. That's a cyst. The size, because of that cyst, that's the size of a grapefruit. Chemistry. Chris had 2 gal pals as partners in chemistry lab. Not much else is known on his views on chemistry, though he probably has low opinions about it due to the rote nature of chemistry, of him being a lazy bum. Biology. Chris's history with biology is well documented due to him torturing his body by ramming all sorts of things into holes where they don't belong, while also torturing biologists by making ungodly and anatomical drawings of electric hedgehog Pokemon and shitty morphological drawings of humans. Yeah. Shanny wishes she was God. And I wish I was Godzilla. Applied science. Computer science. Out of all the sciences, Chris is probably the best at computer science. Like most people born during or after the 1980s, he has been around computers since his childhood. He took some computer upgrade classes in PVCC, and he bragged to Casey's dad that he's technologically inclined. He coded most of his websites by hand using text editors as opposed to using purpose-built HTML editors that do heavy work for him. He knows a bit about older computers like the Commodore 64 due to his age and nostalgia. Engineering. Bob tried to get Chris interested in engineering since he was young, to no avail, though Chris had made a few inventions such as a case for holding 2 Apple products and a case for holding Pokemon cards. The raw materials Chris uses are limited to Crayola Model Magic, Legos, and duct tape. Due to his new interest in cosplaying, he started making some accessories to go along with his costume. When he cosplayed as Chris from Pokemon Crystal for BronyCon 2019, he tried to make a Pokegear. Instead of using proper professional materials, he opted to use Crayola Model Magic. I use EVA foam for my gear. And I also use proper materials too. Medicine. Medicine is a field of applied human biology, which helps in keeping a person's health in check. Chris has incredibly poor mental and physical Chris has incredibly poor mental, physical and social health. Shanny, too, has incredible poor mental, physical, and social health as well. Right? I kid you not, Corgi. Rick turned himself into a pickle. Funniest shit I've ever seen. That was the fun. Yes, he did. It was the funniest shit I've ever seen, Corgi. Another problem he creates is by self-medicating and relying on unlicensed people. He did go to a doctor in occasion for his physical health checkups, but refused to go to a proper mental health counselor and went to his church pastoral counselor instead. Recently, he has put in an effort to improve in all fields, but nowhere near what is required to make him a fully functional human being. Again, I don't consider Chris a human being. I don't even consider Shanny a human being. Pseudoscience. Astrology. Chris has also never spoken about astronomy, though he has talked about astronomy's retarded older sibling, astrology. Chris has for a long time told others about his and creation's zodiac signs, proving that he has some belief in it. Excuse me. He has mentioned in an IRC chat that he reads his horoscope daily, and in his February 12th Facebook posts, posted in all detail about his interpretation of his horoscope. In his OkCupid questionnaire, he considered astrology to be a legitimate science. Magic thinking. Chris has shown to have a belief in magic many times. The most notable examples is the belief that he had the powers to curse people. By the way, Corgi, do you think Shanny would have the power to curse people? Or do you think Shanny would believe that she has the power to curse people? Magic stones, i.e. the Infinity Stones. Chris wants to get all 7 Infinity Stones so that he can prevent COVID-19 from happening, so he can go to BabsCon. A subset of his belief in magic, Chris has started purchasing and wearing various semi-precious stones, which purposely mentally calm and heal him. He has also purchased an $80 water bottle with some rocks in it, which also help him accomplish the same. Subliminal frequency self-help audio. Subliminal frequency hypnosis videos are sets of audio on YouTube that claim to help listeners do things as to reduce body odor, turn a penis into a vagina, or make your ass fatter and stomach thinner without having to do any actual work. Dude, I use those frequencies just to help me sleep. And they're usually called binaural beats. Chris started watching these videos in 2016 in an attempt to speed up his gender transition. This culminated in Chris slicing his taint open because he believed that watching these videos caused a vagina to grow inside him. Despite risking his health from doing so, he continued to follow them, this time in an attempt to develop psychic powers. It must be noted that the ass fattening is working, though the reason for it is something else. Okay. I think that does about it for this stream. I think I should be heading out now. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more. Follow me on my social media sites in the description of my channel banner. And I'll talk to you guys next time. So, peace out, folks. Peace and marinara.
Hello everyone. you know who this is. Yet you have absolutely no idea.